Hello Cancer, and this is DandilionRose, and if you're returning, hello, thank you, and if you're new, welcome. What can I say? Oh, it's come out. I don't normally read reversals because my deck's always upright, but if they come out reverse I will read it. So what I was going to say, yeah, if you're new here, you're going to hear a lot of and do you know what I mean? And that is just how I read. So if I'm not for you, fair enough. This is timeless, and it's a love reading. And what else? What else? I'm not taking any private readings on at the moment. Please don't make this fit or resonate. You will know if it does. So what I'm trying to say in a really roundabout way is don't try and make it fit. And I've just realised I've sat here without my glasses, but I'm not going to get up. We're going to do the best we can. Okay, right. Bit of a surprising spread. I'm just going to, sorry if that's a bit loud. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, hold on. Oh, I do. Oh, it looks like it's all turning out okay. So just bear with me. I'm going to just get a clarifying card and then we'll start the read. Oh, we've got two. Oh, we've got one that's turned over as well. So a lot of energy in your cards. Okay. I'm sorry if you can hear the radio. I thought I turned it down, but obviously not. Just give me a minute and let me try and process. Okay. I kind of feel like that was like that because they come out and then this was turned upside down. Well, turned over. Okay, Cancer. Now, I don't know if this is you or someone that you've been involved with. And I kind of feel this is someone that you've been involved with, or there's someone that, like, because this is like, I'll get my words out in a minute. So this is something that's coming in. So when it comes across your feed, you might be in this energy now, or it's going to be coming in. So it's not so good at first, but it gets better. So I do feel that this person, it's either, so you've got, I'm getting ahead of myself here. King of Pentacles reverse, 5 of Cups, 7 of Swords, the Moon, 6 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, the Hierophant. We'll get to the others in a minute. So let's start with this King of Pentacles reverse. So King of Pentacles normally is a very grounded, stable person, got their finances together, probably got their own property, got a really stable job. They're not an overly affectionate or romantic person or adventurous as such, but they're there. When you need them, they show their love in practical ways, things like that. With it being reversed, this says to me that if this is someone that you've dealt with, this was someone that wasn't stable for you, possibly caused chaos, or just you didn't feel grounded in the relationship, you didn't feel like it was long term, you actually didn't know where you stood. If not, if this is your energy, this is how you felt. You didn't feel stable, you wasn't made to feel secure, you didn't think it was long term. So when I asked for some clarity on that, I got the 6 of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. So the 6 of Cups can be an old friend, it could be a childhood lover, it can be, anything like that, how can I put it, that like from childhood or from a long time ago, or somebody that you've known a long time and they've come back into your life. With the Page of Pentacles, it's almost as if possibly someone there was somebody that you had some form of attachment to, might have even been romantic or what have you in the past, when you were younger, or someone who just felt like they got you, you know, they got you. You could be like yourself and that inner child, or so you thought. And I kind of feel what I'm getting, I really do feel that this was somebody that you possibly did date when you were, it doesn't have to be like teenage or, you know, but it was someone when you was younger, or there was some kind of maybe a crush or what have you, or an old friend. I don't know if this person like has a more, I think what they offered you initially, let me just get to the point. What you was offered initially looked like the promising, because it's a page, it's like young, fresh, okay, little bit immature. But I think you felt like there's possibly some stability there. But whatever's happened, like there's been a death to that. So this person, like it's been like a transformation. It could be that they've got Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio that you've been dealing with, or it could be just like the death of this, like what you thought this person was. That's like, do you know what I mean? Or you have literally just cut this person off. And I feel that because I've clarified, I do feel you've cut them off. I feel that this is the person, and I feel this is you, the Five of Cups. So the person is the King of Pentacles reversed. Didn't make you feel stable. Without keep repeating myself, you didn't see, they weren't long term. Do you know what I mean? I feel they were almost with you for what they could get and not what they could provide. I'm sorry, like you've gone through this, but I'm pretty sure your last couple of readings has been where it said you've actually seen the true colours of somebody. So this is really, I can't remember if it was your last reading or the reading before, and it says now you, what was it, something like, I can't think word for word what I put. I think if I went to my other phone, but I haven't got that on me, it would tell me, but it was something about you starting to see somebody for their true colours. This is really kind of, I feel as if now you've come past that when you see this, and you've realised this person is the King of Pentacles reversed. This is with the Five of Cups. So with the Five of Cups, we'd normally say you're crying over spilt milk, you're thinking all is lost, but there isn't actually, because like behind you there's still options, yeah? But what I feel here is that you was really invested in this person, and I think that you really thought it was going to go somewhere. And it's, to be honest with you, because it's someone that you knew previously, I think it's hurt. It's kind of, I want to say it's kind of doubled down on the hurt, which is a really strange way of saying it. So I don't know if that's how you're explaining it to somebody, because that's not how I would normally describe it, but it's almost as if it's been like a double whammy kind of thing. It's really brought you to your knees, Cancer. I'm really sorry if I didn't say at the beginning this is for Cancer. I think it's really, and I think you are really, it's really cut you up. And I think with this card, these two cups that you're not seeing is, at the moment, I think you're so fixated, not fixated, that's wrong. You're so overwhelmed with your emotions and what you thought you were going to, like the relationship you thought you were going to have. And I don't know whether they've portrayed, like, I can't get my words out. Portrayed you. I can't say it. Betrayed you. Sorry. Are some of you having difficulty saying your piece? So they've betrayed you in some way. Well, obviously they have, but I don't think you're seeing the blessing in it at the moment. Like eventually, which I don't mean to sound harsh, but eventually you'll look at it, it's like, fucking thank God I've seen it for what it is. Thank God I didn't stick around and try and wait for them. I don't know whether they didn't see your worth. I get there was an element of, like, so there's Seven of Swords here. So lie, like they lie, they steal, cheat, like sneaky person. But this can also be planning. But I think that there was something about this person that was hidden. They were quite sneaky. Maybe you were not the only person they were dealing with. I don't know what it... Yeah, so I really do think, though, some of this was financial. I don't know if you feel as if you were just being used. Maybe you were paying for everything. But I just get this real sneaky vibe. But I think you're going to be coming into where you think, do you know what, fucking thank God, like, you know, I've cut it off, and you will get past this. You know, you won't be on your knees all the time. But this Seven of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords is, I don't know. I mean, this might have even been a really long-term relationship. You might have been childhood sweethearts. And, like, you've just realised over time that they've just took and took and took. Or maybe they were planning. Maybe they've been, like, cheating. You know, stepping outside your marriage, your relationship. Whether you're just, you know, in a long-term relationship or even dating. Maybe you had plans to settle down. But somewhere along the line, they started plotting and scheming. And I really do think it was financially. And there's something about them waiting or biding their time. Or whether they were very controlling with their money. And it made you feel like you were stuck for some reason. Or... I don't know, I just feel, sorry, I'm going quiet. Something financial made you feel like you were stuck. So if you're singles and you've been dating, I don't know, like, because normally we'd say, like, with the Eight of Swords, it's like you feel as if, like you're stuck in a situation, but it's of your own making. You actually see that you're not bound by anything and that you can just step away when you want. But I think with this was more your mental thoughts. And the swords, I always think like mental thoughts, like your imagination, things like that, your ideas. So these swords are lifting, and I think for you, like, I don't know whether you were actually, this another scenario. I know I'm jumping around here, but this might have been you, Cancer, like you tending to the relationship, pouring into it, using your finances while all the time they were scheming, trying to get away with something. And you were so, like, mentally wrapped up in everything. You got this blindfold and you were like, you weren't, and it does kind of mirror, like I said, the other readings where you finally seen, like, they're dishonest and they're not as invested as you was. Okay, so we'll move on. Sorry, bit long-winded there. I feel that so coming into your season, so we're in Gemini season now. Don't think we've quite gone into Cancer. So we'll be going into Cancer soon. If not, this is you in your own reading, I feel. You're going to come into a time of, I don't know whether, where's my cards? Let me just, if you're, yeah. Okay, so if you're still in this situation, right, you're just, like, this could be you waking up to it, okay? You could now be, it could be a case of, with the moon card, that you're starting to, there's things that are still hidden, But with this, the Six of Pentacles, I just kind of, I don't know why, I'm getting a feeling, are you pulling back and diverting your money elsewhere, but you're not making it really known? And I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm getting that quite strong. But I'm looking at this, or was there, like, there seems to be a lot of, so like this Seven of Pentacles, a lot of choices, but I'm getting confusion. So this confusion, and I think, like, I also get, like, if this was them and you still felt that things were being hidden, or you're going to find out things are still being hidden from you, and about shared, like, their energy, they're still, it might be that they've give you the flannel and turn around and said, like, you know, I'm not doing anything, but you're convinced, and you still feel things are hidden. I think this is like, I almost feel as if either you're starting to divert stuff, or this is, you're realising what's been hidden is that you're not the only person, I'm afraid, which is, it's not nice. And I just kind of feel that, but, or you're going to start pouring in, like, so if it's a case you're at the point now you've already moved away, this is you pouring your attention elsewhere and your finances, excuse me, elsewhere. And this might be a case of, because I've asked for clarity here, okay, so like with the Moon card, like, this is emotions, can be hidden, things that are hidden from you, can be feeling very low, and like, I don't want to say depression, but do you know what I mean? It can be mirroring that. And I just feel that you're going to divert your attention. I'm sorry if this is, I'm jumping around. And I think, like, confusion and like I've got, like, so with the Ace of Wands is normally creativity and things like that, but it can be fiery, you know, because of the fire. And I think, like, these illusions and fire, and this might be, I almost feel as if like, whatever this confusion, and it might be your inner confusion about them, as in, you know, they're no good for you, but which, do you know what I mean? Maybe this is why you're a little bit like, oh, kind of, with the Six of Pentacles, it's normally like you're, how can I put it? I'm really coming out garbled now, I'm really sorry, but like sharing of resources, and I just feel that you're diverting that. But it's kind of like, it's for, somehow it's hidden, and all this confusion, and I think this inner illusions that you had about this person, you're walking away, you're finally walking away. And I think I think you're already, once you come across this reading, you're already at that stage and you're about to walk away. If not, you're already walking away. What you're walking towards is Eight of Wands, the Hierophant. So for me, the Hierophant is like, it could be so many things. It could be the fact that you're walking towards something more traditional with somebody. And the reason why I say that is because of these outcome cards. But it could be that you're walking towards a Taurus person. It could be walking towards a more stable relationship. But you're moving on quickly. Once you've made that decision, you're moving on quickly, Cancer. It might be a case of, as well, for a little while. I mean, with the Hierophant, sometimes it's like religion. It can be like, not education as such, but like, you know, like big, or oh god, corporations and things like that. So it could be a case of that you're starting to move towards more, like, maybe you work it for a corporation or something, and you're going to focus more like that. But I don't. I feel that there's something, I don't know how you were dating or what your, if this was a long-term relationship, but you're walking towards something a little bit more traditional. So, or someone a little bit more grounded, and not like this person here's like not grounded. I'm getting also, for some reason, I'm thinking, are you going like on a spiritual retreat? I wouldn't normally think that. Yeah, look, new beginnings. I feel that you're going to be, now normally I would say, I would get this with the Hermit, but for some reason with this Four of Swords, you're going into like like it's healing and pouring into yourself. But I'll tell you what I'm definitely getting, it could be that you're walking towards somebody with heavy Taurus placements. Because we've already been in Taurus season. If if not, this is you embodying, like, now don't take genders, but like your femininity, like you're balancing out. And it could be that this is what you want, like a more traditional, kind of like, you know, that stability, someone a bit more stoic, not so fiery, and you're not, that brings out that side in you that you feel safe. And I feel as if, like, if you're walking towards this person, wow, it's more than walking. Something is pushing you that way. It's going to make you be able to put, you know, like these swords down, the pain that you've had, you're going to be able to drop them and just go like, do you know what I mean? And just like almost take a break. Not even take a break, just like not being the one that has to try, not being the one that's always pouring everything in. Do you know what I mean? It's like, for once someone's going to be there for you, and you're not doing all the work. So these last two cards can be advisory or potential outcome, which I think we've already covered. I think these two cards, so you've got the Queen of Wands, and you've got, I'm sorry if I didn't say, you've got the Empress card. That's why I was saying Taurus. And that's the new birth of something. I really do feel that you are definitely, once you move on, 2 8s as well. It's good. You're definitely moving on to better things. And I think you're going to be able to drop your armour, whoever this person is, or whoever, you know, this relationship that you're seeking out, new relationship. I think these cards with the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Cups is saying, embody your Queen of Wands, as in, like, so the Queen of Wands is is fire sign. So Taurus, sorry, there's something going on with the Taurus. So Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Okay. And I'm getting Leo vibes from this card. And what I'd say is, with a Leo, when they know their worth, and they will not be treated any less than what they deserve. So if you're coming, so you've got to embody that Queen of Wands. Like, I know I know I am hot. I know I deserve better. And if you're going to come, you come correct, or don't fucking bother. And that is how you're going to be. And it's saying, with this Ace of Cups, you've got to pour into yourself, Cancer. I know you love to look after people, cook nice food, you know, have relaxing nights, cuddles. You really are homebodies. And you do like to take care of those that you love. But these are saying to me, for a while, you've got to come first, and someone's got to pour into you. And this is what you're heading towards, and what you're looking for. It's what you want. You want something stable. But pour into yourself first. I'm sorry, I probably dived all over the place, but I think basically what this reading's saying is, and I'm sorry to say that you found out someone's an absolute shit, but thankfully you will eventually see the blessing that you've actually seen them for who they are. You're going to walk away from all the illusions, and, you know, the expectations that you had, or possibly even, you know, dreams. But you're moving on to better things. There is things coming, but it's saying for these things to come in, you've got to be your Queen of Wands and and pour into yourself with your Ace of Cups. Anyway, if you're still here, thank you very much for watching. A like or subscribe would be really great. And yeah, I just wish you all the best, Cancer. But it's nice to see that you start to pour into yourself. And hopefully I'll see you again sometime. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.